Welcome to the Business Spotlight series, where I get to chat with amazing business owners, women. And today I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be chatting with Lisa Markovich. And you guys are all in for such a treat because she is such a joy. So, Lisa is a WordPress website designer. She assists new and small businesses with business growth, and she has a knack for bringing out the unique qualities about you and your business, all at an affordable price. So, welcome, Lisa,
Hi,
and
Stacy.
thank you so much for being here and sharing your
Oh,
story and your expertise with us today.
well,
So,
thank you for having me. I
yeah,
appreciate it.
so great. Why don't you start, share a little bit about you, Lisa, and then about a little bit about your business.
Okay, where do you want me to start from?
Let's start with
Like,
who is Lisa? Share a little bit about
oh,
Lisa.
Lisa is a very spunky, energetic individual who loves working with people that are starting their businesses or any kind of situation. I love helping people. I always have. So that's why I focus on new and small businesses, as there are a lot of things that we need to learn in the very beginning. And it's a lot and it can be very overwhelming. Um, so one of the things I like to focus on is letting people know about the education of what a website really is and can do for you as a new or small business. So I worked for a company for about 5 years that we built WordPress websites for the clients. They were attorneys in special needs and elder law. And I actually developed a lot of the forms that they used with developers. So I learned a lot at that job. And so when COVID came, I know everybody started their own business. So,
Right,
so
COVID
I'm a
business.
statistic, yes. So I really love being creative. I'm an artist, I'm a musician, and I just love being creative. So I decided to start my own web design business.
I love that. So you've been in business since 2020.
Mhm.
Okay. And I love that story. And I think you you said you were a musician, and I want to share what I
Okay.
found out about you after we met a few times, which
Okay.
was, yeah, you're not, I mean, you look at you, you're so put together, you're so professional. And so when you say you're a musician, I'm thinking, oh, she's probably a classically trained pianist, or, plays violin or something like that. Tell
Right.
us what kind of musician you are.
Well, I have been a solid rock and roller for 30 plus years. So yeah, I had a band for a long time, and prior to that, that's the only kind of music I did for like 15 years. And we would write our own songs, do covers, and we would tour around a little bit. We've met a lot of great celebrities. I was able to open up for Joan Jett, sing with Steven Tyler, and a bunch of other people. So it was an excellent, excellent ride. I would not change it for a thing, for anything. So I think that's where my personality comes out when I'm working with my clients, because I like to be fun. I like to make it less stressful. So, but yeah, that's my music story.
I love it. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Well, I'm doing websites for musicians also,
I was gonna
artists,
say,
yeah,
yes. And that's
and
tell us
people.
tell us why that's important for artists and musicians to
Oh,
have
sure.
a website, because they're creative, right? They might not think
Yes,
of that.
absolutely, absolutely. And I think that one of the advantages I have is that I am an artist. So a musician is an artist. So we create with writing our songs, being a stage presence, not just standing there, but I mean, I go all over the place. I'm up on tables, I'm up on the bar, and I'm just having a blast. So when you meet another artist, you have a lot of commonalities. So like with a band, I know exactly what they need on their website. When I meet an artist, which my mother is, I know exactly what they need on their site so that they are seen and heard. And they get an online presence that they probably would not have gotten with just Instagram or Facebook or whatever they're using. So, and I really like focusing on the arts. Definitely.
That is so fun, and they appreciate. And
Oh,
so, of
yeah.
course, we're all gonna Google you after. We want to see you
Well, good
dancing on
luck finding me.
tables.
It's been a while.
Yeah, yeah, right. Back in the day, aren't you glad, kind of glad there wasn't all that back in the day?
Exactly.
Okay. And you have another part about you that's really interesting and just so I have so much admiration because you have had some severe health issues
Mhm.
recently and probably for a long time, really.
Yeah.
But you are currently going through it, and you just had a kidney transplant,
Yes, I
which
did.
so happy.
Woo!
Everyone's just so that have been following you so thrilled that it's happened, and you got your kidney, and here you are not too long after. Do you want to share a little bit about how you're feeling and how you're
Oh, yeah.
managing your business?
Sure. Well, I had chronic kidney disease since 2012. And as we got closer to COVID and I'm getting shots, everything was fine. And my kidney disease was based on blood pressure. So I was building up a lot of scar tissue. I'm not blaming the COVID shot, but that's when things kind of took a turn for the worst. And my numbers were off, my blood pressure was perfect. So they ended up doing a biopsy on my kidney, and I'm not sure what happened in the surgery area, but I lost the use of my left leg after that for whatever reason. And I could not walk without some kind of assistance for a year, an absolute year. So I, physical therapy, all of that. And then found out that I actually needed a transplant. So I immediately advocated for myself, put the word out there, started dialysis in what they call the center. And it absolutely was not the right treatment for me. It made me feel worse. So they now have, or they have had for a long time, what they call home therapy, home dialysis, which was best for me because I work at home and I could just stop, do my little thing, and then I'm done. So, so I did that. And then my husband's very, very good friend from high school, who never goes on Facebook, found, saw my sister's post. She wanted to help raise some money because I couldn't work. Really, I felt that sick. And so he saw it and he couldn't stop thinking about it. When he started having dreams about us in the hospital together, and he was giving me his kidney. So he acted upon it very diligently. And 18 months later, after all the testing, we were in Rhode Island Hospital. There were some complications for me, but I made it through, and we celebrate 3 months on August 6th of 2024.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I'm back to work. I started part-time after like 3 weeks out. And yeah, it was hard during all that time with the business, but I was working with coaches at that time and things were just flying. I mean, I was ready to take off with even more of my business. And then boom, we got hit with, okay, here's your date, which is great. I would never, never turn that away. But yeah, so it's been probably 3.5 years I've been dealing with that disease. No more, no more.
Oh my gosh, that is such an incredible story. And if anyone ever feels like the
Mm.
world is, you know, people get negative and everyone's terrible and this and that. Can we just think a moment about your donor?
Oh my gosh, he saved my life. He gave
There's
me
someone
really,
that you didn't really even know.
no, I met him once. I met him
Okay.
once.
So yes,
Yeah,
we
so
all
it was,
we
he's just amazing.
I hope he's doing well.
He is.
And
He calls me every other day. We chat all the time.
oh my gosh, this is
I
absolutely
know.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Which brings me to, as solo business owners, and you know, some of us have a few people helping us, a team, but for the
right.
most part, you know, it's us. And what would happen if you didn't have a website at that point? Like, doesn't that just kind of bring it home? Life happens. Life
Oh,
happens. And
absolutely.
sometimes you, as the face of your business, you just kind of disappear. And
Yes.
if you don't have a way to kind of get word out there,
Right. Well,
yeah.
I was fortunate enough that my soon-to-be daughter-in-law works with WordPress and does some design at her job. So she volunteered to help me, and I have a part-time assistant who also works on the platform that I use. So they were able to help me a little bit, but what you leave behind that you take care of only is where it becomes difficult. So, but having a website, it's there. You send out an email saying, all right, this is what's happening, my beautiful clients. So, but you can talk to this person or that person. And so that's where I'm at right now, coming back to work full time is getting all the little things that I do managerial wise, all that kind of stuff with the business. But I did have help, which I'm very grateful for. If I answered
Yes.
your question properly, is that what
You
you were?
did.
Okay,
You
okay,
did. Yes.
all right.
I want you to share with us, for people, brand new businesses, or, you know, teeny tiny businesses, not
Mhm.
necessarily brand new, but who think it's just me. I don't need a website. What's the point? Like, I don't want to do it. I want to pay for it. Can you talk to those people?
Yes, and yes, it's necessary to have a website, no matter how small you are. If you don't need a website because you have too much business, that's a different story. If you don't want anymore.
God
But
bless
if
you.
you're right, but if you're starting out on your own and you want to see your business grow, then you need something because the online presence that you get into is going to be the best way to meet new clients, have them check out your site, and having it done by someone professionally like myself, it really doesn't cost a lot when you come to me. Because working with new and small businesses, I don't believe that money should be an issue for them. I really don't. So I have ways I can work things out with them. And we talk, we get everything set up, and I teach them how to use it online and because it's a great marketing tool. And I I I know from clients that I have that their traffic has increased. You know, different pages are working great. If they're not, I mean, because I look at their analytics, I will talk to them about it. All right, I think we need to do something different here because you're not getting much traction. So I work with them like it's my business. So that's how involved I get with my clients because I think it's very important for someone just starting out. And as you learn, you start to learn more. So knowledge equals power equals success.
Yes.
So I like working with them like
Yes.
that way. Plus, they get to see their design coming to life. I show them everything.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't
Yeah.
feel like you're left out and you're paying money for something you don't see until the end. I don't think that's fair. So, you know, you want to see what your site's going to look like. And I don't want to just build anything for you. It's
So
personal
what I'm hearing you say is you really spend time in the beginning.
and after.
You get to know who they are,
Yes.
you know, special things that make them stand out.
Mm-hmm.
and kind of collaborate on how it's going to look in your ideas, and then you start putting it together, and along the way you keep them informed
Yes.
and make sure that they, if they don't like something or if they want to add something.
Right, exactly. I mean, there are limits with the smaller businesses because I work with pre-designs. So the
Yes,
pre-designs are really an excellent way to start because you're not paying a lot of money for it, but you're getting a high quality website. So that's why they're less than if you want like a designed website, a specifically customized design website. That's when you get into the 10,000 mark. I don't, that's not for me.
right.
So, if I just feel that these young businesses, new businesses need as much help and guidance as possible. I got it and it just saved me. I really learned a lot during the first 2 years and had people helping me and supporting me. And I think that's what all new businesses and small businesses or even startups actually need.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And you said that you love working with artists and bands and musicians. You also work with mental health
Yeah.
providers and dog walkers, maybe.
Yeah, I work with all types of industries, service industries like the dog walking, and musicians, artists, things of that nature. But I also have a cleaning business. I know nothing about cleaning, industrial cleaning.
Oh,
So, so I spend a lot of time with my clients because I want to understand what they do, how they do it, and who they are, their story. And so, yeah, I mean, I had I have a client, and the whole thing just came together perfectly for them. So,
I love it. And that's so
yeah,
fun too, to
it is.
see your clients' websites out there in the wild.
Oh, it is. It's very exciting. I love sharing that. So yeah, I get excited hearing other people's stories because everyone has a story.
I love
I love
hearing
hearing
people's
it.
stories.
Yeah, I know. Aren't they great?
Yes, yes, your story's fantastic.
Ah, well, thank you.
Okay, so they have so you've created their website and everything's plugging along, and are they one and done or now what?
Well, some would like to take care of their own site, which I understand, which is why, as a new business, it's you have a website that's already coded for you. So it's easier to go in and make edits. And then I have clients who do that and they've wiped their site clean.
Oh
So I
no.
always recommend that you either download my basic monthly maintenance checklist and do it once a month, make it a point, because your site needs to be taken care of just like your dog. It needs constant attention. It's an ever-growing uh, online presence. If you leave it alone and you don't go in and check like the links and they're not working when somebody comes to your site, they're not going to stay. This person doesn't take care of their site. They must not be very professional or credible. If they don't care about their site, how are they going to treat their customers? And that could just be me, but I feel that when you go to a website and you can't figure out where everything goes or how to get to what you want to get to, that's just going to drive traffic away. So user-friendly sites, basic SEO. I do have subcontractors that I hire for that kind of stuff also, like content writing and all of that to really enhance. But for the most part, yeah.
Okay, so someone doesn't want to do anything. Like, I don't want to
Oh, I'm
write my
sorry. Yeah,
about me page. I don't want to, you have a whole network of people that
I
you,
do.
oh, that's
Right.
nice.
I didn't
Perfect.
answer the rest of your question though. The option that I offer is website maintenance.
Oh, okay, so you
So
also do that.
Yes, because I do it once a month or sometimes even more. So I'm always going into my maintenance client sites, checking to make sure everything's okay. Because sometimes WordPress will update and it will cause problems. It's just the way WordPress is sometimes. So I always check. So if you're doing your own website and you don't know how to check, how to see what's going on the back end, you could run into some issues. So that's why I offer the maintenance, because I know what issues could come up and I know how to fix them.
I love that. So do you
Yeah.
have different ways you work with people? You have your, I build it and then maintain it. Do you have a la carte, just maintenance, or?
Yes, they can do as needed maintenance. So if that's what they choose, I'm emailing them. It's time for your maintenance. So have anything new we can put in there?
Okay.
Because new content and photos and all of that, you need to keep it up to date, add a new service or whatever.
That
So
is so true. That is so
yeah.
true. And what about emergencies? Tell me how you handle, Lisa, my website's
Right, right. Well, I'll first assess the situation
broken.
and take a look at it. If it's something that I can fix pretty easily, then I'll just go ahead and do it. But sometimes I need to call my developer. I'm
Wow.
like, okay, this is the situation. What do we do? So he'll go
Yeah.
in, take a look, and sometimes it can be back in the way back. I'm not going to use technical terms, but there's a platform in the back where everything is, all your data, coding, everything. So sometimes it can land there where there's a mistake, or there's been an update, or you pushed a button if you're doing it yourself and it kind of made things wonky. So we definitely get on that right away, especially if you've crashed your site. We don't want that.
Yes, yes. Most of us that reach out to you are not techie per se, and so it probably happens a lot more than you care to admit. And I bet, I'm guessing, you would probably rather have your clients maintain versus let it go forever, break, and then now you have that much more work, that much more time, that much
Right.
more
And
amount it's going to
unfortunately,
cost
yeah, it's
them.
going to cost them. Yeah. So
Yes,
it's which is one of the reasons I let them know that this is going to be more cost effective for you.
to maintain.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then they don't have to
Oh,
worry about anything.
yeah. No, it's so wonderful. Okay, so if you could give one piece of advice or tip, something that people could walk away with today, business owners, and implement, what would that be?
There are many things that new and small businesses and startups can do, but what I found to be the most valuable to me is getting the support you need, taking time to understand business, and make sure you have everything you need before you start your business. A lot of businesses will just, they'll want a website and they have nothing. They have no content, no images, nothing. So what I like to do is spread knowledge. So I have like a knowledge bank on my, or insightful information on my website with a lot of great blogs about certain things when you're becoming a new business or you're an existing small business. So I feel that education and understanding how you're going to proceed, having a great plan, even if you don't have money, okay, you don't have to have a ton of money to start your business. It's frustrating and it's nice to have money, but if you don't, I would not veer away from that. I would really dive in and talk to people. If you know somebody that's in a business, talk with them. How did you get through this part? What did you try? And when you did that advertising, did it work for you? Because
Mhm.
everybody advertises differently. They want to get their voices out there, their branding. So it's tough, but talk to people. Don't be
Talk to
afraid
people.
to talk with people who are in business or have been, and talk with people that are referred to you from someone you know. Don't just talk to anybody. That can be disastrous.
Yes.
So yeah, talk with people that you know or have been referred to you by someone you know.
That's great because, as we know, just because you read it on the internet
Right.
doesn't mean it's true or that
Yeah.
the person is real.
Right. Exactly.
Oh
And
my
like I was
goodness.
saying, there's a lot of different ways that you can go about, you know, setting up your business and all of that. I just found that knowledge was very powerful, and it's what has brought me to the success. Let me try that again. It's what has brought me to the success level that I am at today. So can't complain.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. And before we wrap up,
Hmm.
tell us, I'm going to put this all in the description and in the notes,
Okay.
but tell us where we can find you, where are you most active, and you also are being generous and offering a free gift to our audience.
Yes, I am. It's actually, the gift is actually a free download to get your basic monthly checklist for your site. So if you already have one, I mean, it works pretty much the same on any kind of platform. So that's my free gift. And I'm sorry, what was the other question?
Where can we find you?
Oh, right. That's important. Well, my business name, excuse me, is Website Designs by Lisa. You're going to have to cut here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to chop that out.
That's okay.
So Website Designs by Lisa, and websitedesignsbylisa.com is the website. So easy to remember. My phone number is 401-663-6329. I work with people all over the US. So even if you don't live in Rhode Island, which is where this is being taped, that's okay. Give me a call. My email is websitedesignsbylisa@gmail.com. So everything's Website Designs by Lisa.
Website
Yeah.
Designs by Lisa.
Yeah, there's an S, designs. I mean,
Designs.
because I don't design the same type of websites. I create designs.
Okay,
So,
that's
you know what I mean?
important. Yes, I think
Yeah.
we're all know now, designs with an S.
Yes.
And are you on social media? Where are you most active on social media?
I have Facebook, LinkedIn, and I'm getting more into Instagram. My assistant knows more about it. She's younger and knows what her generation is looking for. And we're doing a lot with college students coming up next year
Oh,
to help them.
nice.
Apparently, uh, portfolio websites to apply to colleges is very popular right now.
I love it. Yeah, you know what? I did see a friend of mine. I saw him on LinkedIn and he had a link and I clicked on it and it was a whole beautiful, it was
Right?
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of
So
made me
that
feel bad
helps
about
get them.
myself.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, this is just for a job.
Oh man, yeah, it's there's so much you can do out there with a website, and I
Yeah,
definitely think it's important for a business to have one, no matter what, unless you just don't want any more business, you know, you're getting towards
right.
wanting to work anymore.
Right. If you do not want any more business, do not
Right.
have a website.
Well, not necessarily, but you know, it's still nice to get your name out there, but
Yes, yes.
um
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm going to just ask one random question and don't think
Oh
about it too
boy.
long, but are
Okay.
you, and because we're wrapping up, but what do you watch any crazy weird TV shows? And if so, what are they? What is it? What's the one?
Crazy TV shows? Like, you mean like, oh, I watch horror movies, but not
Okay.
TV. But not TV. I
You don't
don't really
watch
go
TV. You're not
crazy.
a Netflix binger.
No, no. I mostly will like binge on horror shows.
Yes, we just
That's the
saw
dark side of me. No, I'm kidding.
Long Legs in the theater. Have you heard of it?
Long Legs in the theater.
We
That,
saw the movie. It's called Long Legs.
oh no.
Okay, well,
Was that a scary movie?
scary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll have to
Um,
check it out.
okay, Lisa, thank you so much.
You.
You want to get Lisa's gift and find her and talk to her about your website. I will have all of the information in the description. And if you thought this was great or even not terrible, go ahead, subscribe because I'm doing a lot of these coming up.
You
So
are.
get
I
to
think
learn,
it's
yeah,
great.
get to
It
learn about
is
all of these
great.
fantastic women that I'm going to be interviewing about their businesses. I'm
That's
Stacy
awesome.
Kovitz. I don't think I even introduced myself. I'm Stacy Kovitz, and this is Lisa Markovich. We will
Aw.
see you later.
Hi, everyone.